Welcome to Do You Wanna Dance with Sophia in Sapphire. Learn how simple it is to go from wallflower dreamer to confident center of the stage dancer. Whether it's the first dance as husband and wife or another option for date night, we'll help you go from nerdy to flirty, jumpstarting your dancing journey and transforming your experience into a personal expression of what makes you, you. And now, your host for Do You Wanna Dance, Sophia in Sapphire.
Welcome to the Do You Wanna Dance radio show. I'm your hostess, Sophia, and you're listening live on VegasAllNetRadio.com. We are live every Wednesday at 4 p.m., so please join us. This show is about inspiring you, helping you get out there, jump-starting your dancing journey, making the most out of your first dance experience. We have tips and tricks to show you how to get from nerdy to flirty. And today, with design, art, beauty, and flowers. And flowers make any day more special. They brighten it up, give us natural highs, much like dance does. And flowers are a big part of dance, especially after performance or even a date night with dancing. Anyways, please stay tuned. We have a very special guest today from Robert's Florist. So stay tuned, and we'll hear more about that shortly. Co-hosting with me today is Magic Al Jensen. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Sophia. It is so great to be here. I love Wednesday afternoons at 4 o'clock. Because we get to talk about some really exciting things. We've talked about the psychology that accompanies dance, and this month the theme is image, aesthetics,
beauty,
and the beauty that goes along with dance.
Yes, and just to let you guys know out there, if you did miss a show, please visit our website.
First of all, shame on you for missing a show, but there is a way to listen to past episodes, right?
Right, and actually on SophiaInSapphire.com are all our listed episodes, and what's cool is that I do blog about every single guest in our show. I put up links to their information and a little backstory there, so you could see pictures and stuff like that.
Right, because there is, we only have an hour on the air, and there is so much more to our guests than we can really get to in that hour. So you blog about it and talk about some of the things that we talked about in studio and before and after the show itself, and provide links, and that's a great way for our listeners to find out more information about the partners. And let's face it, you are really doing a service. You're sharing, partnership information with with people who help to support the weddings and who help to support beauty in general. So it's a great thing that you're doing here, Sophia.
Well, thanks. And that's the whole point. And, to bring attention about topics that we don't always discuss, but think about, beauty and flowers and even decor or, interior design.
Well, like last week, we talked about personal beauty. We had, James Carrera from GlamSquad702events.com was in here. Mm-hmm. He was a fascinating individual, wasn't he?
Right. Well, how cool was it that he was a dancer and a dance instructor as well?
Exactly. A dance instructor, and for the last umpteen years has been doing the faces and the hair of big name people. But then he said, you know what? I don't want to get on a plane and travel all over the world. I want to hang out in Vegas. Yeah. I love Vegas. I want to be close to my family. So he's doing it here and has built a really tremendous business glamming people up. And that's awesome.
Well, and I loved the message that the takeaway from it isn't just the superficial qualities of, makeup, but what it makes a person feel inside.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's the interior beauty, and sometimes it's just a minor shift in perspective or seeing yourself in a different way or even being acknowledged or appreciated, you know, and all of a sudden the inner beauty releases and is set free.
Exactly. So I encourage those who haven't had a chance to hear his story to go back in the archives at SophiaandSapphire.com and listen to that, because it was a great interview. He shared some great stories. The woman with the eye thing that he ran into her like 20 years ago, and then she resurfaced resurfaced here in Las Vegas. He got a chance to reconnect with her and help, expose and bring out that inner beauty that was inside of her. It was a heartwarming and very touching story.
Yes. And kind of piggybacking on that episode. So today we're talking about more of our physical environments, and that is environmental psychology. The colors that surround us, the environment, the decor, all of that really sets the mood, whether it's a relaxing mood, whether it's a romantic mood. And that's why, a lot of people turn to Feng Shui, which is an ancient Chinese practice of placement and arrangement of space to achieve harmony with the environment,
right.
But I would say that having live plants and flowers are a huge part of, finishing up the final touches in any room.
It really is. Can I tell you a quick story about Feng Shui?
Please.
Is it Feng Shui, Feng Shui? I don't know
Feng Shui.
Feng Shui.
Yeah.
All right. My wife has a wingback chair that she reupholstered for her classroom. She's an elementary school teacher. And over the summertime, she decided to bring it home so she could use that as her reading chair. And last week, she did some reorganizing of the furniture in our living room, and she put that particular straight wingback chair in what I call the prime TV viewing slot.
Oh.
And she moved my recliner to a different spot.
Oh, no.
And I walked into the room and I went, what's happened here?
Uh-oh.
Oh my, I don't like this. I don't like being in this space. It just hit me that we had the furniture just designed or set out just perfectly. She messed with that, and it really, really hit me like, I don't even want to be in this room with the furniture arranged this way. So it lasted about 30 minutes, and then we put everything back in order, and now everything is back and perfect with the world.
Is that in your perspective, or do you think that really is the best way to arrange your particular space?
Both. It's my perspective, but I can't see it through someone else's eyes. So my perspective is all that I can rely upon, and it feels good. It works, and with that out of alignment, it just really messed with my mojo. I didn't want to be in that space.
Yeah. It's true. What's really interesting about space and plants and flowers is that flowers give that magical feel and also make the person who's giving the flowers a bit more attractive.
Oh, yeah.
As a human being.
Yes.
So I'm sure it could be, taken to one's advantage to gift some flowers. But if you think about it, flowers are usually given when we appreciate someone, when we love someone, for a job well done, or out of the blue, or a secret admirer, right?
Yes, all of the above.
And also death, of course.
Well, yes.
But guess what? It's something that is cheery and brightens up your day.
Oh, it absolutely does.
So I was actually reading around on the internet about some stats on the impact of flowers. And there was this research study done in France. And there were 5 attractive guys, and they went around town asking women for their phone numbers. And the stats were pretty low. It was like 1 in 10.
Wow.
And they were attractive.
For me, that would be a big number.
Well, they decided to change locale, and they planted themselves in front of a flower shop. That was pretty. And, I don't know if they were standing with flowers or around the environment, and the statistics went up to, I think, 3 out of 10. So 25% or so, or 30%, got phone numbers just by being around flowers. And then later on, they did a study where women saw a video of an attractive French guy, who's going to be introduced to them. And then they're waiting in flowers, and then they get introduced, and the conversation goes so-so. The results aren't that great. They're eventually asked on a date, and, I think half of them might have said yes just because the guy was attractive. But as soon as they put flowers in the room, and, the other study of women were sitting amongst these flowers right next to the screen where they're watching this guy, you know, talk about himself and possibly going on a date with them, and then they meet him in person, and all of a sudden it was over 80% of the women said yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the psychology.
Flowers do make a big difference. In fact, talking about psychology, you and I have been talking off air a little bit about a particular book by Dr. Robert Cialdini,
yes,
I believe,
yes,
Arizona.
Yes.
And have you read the story in there about the Hare Krishna and what they did?
Yes, I did.
So they used to give away little flowers, or I'm sorry, like a little pencil, and ask for a donation. And when they changed from a pencil to a flower, to giving a flower away, their contributions went through the roof. I mean, exponentially larger. So flowers certainly do have an impact when you give them to another person.
But in that case, it was quite manipulative, I would say.
It absolutely was. But, you know, the study, when they simply were asking for a contribution and they got, you know, very, very little, and then they went to giving a pencil away, then their contributions went up a bit. And then when they changed it to a flower, that increased, you know, substantially. So certainly that's the law of reciprocity. If I do something for you, then you're going to do something in exchange for me, and not necessarily of an equal value of what I give you.
Yeah, well, you know, I think it's the gesture, because these Hare Krishnas were giving these flowers, and most of the people would throw those flowers out in the trash, and then they would go around picking up those flowers from the trash
Give them away again.
and giving them away again.
That's
and recycling them. So I think it's really it's more of the symbolism behind it than anything else.
Yes, I would agree with you.
All right, I think we came to that part of the show. Let's introduce our guest. His name is Robert Siasi. He's from Robert's Florist. And now, guys, these florists have been voted by the Review Journal as 2014 Best Florist in Las Vegas.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. Robert, welcome onto the show.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, so you must be in beautiful spaces all day, smelling beautiful things all day.
Oh, yeah, we love what we do. Yeah, I've been doing this for over 32 years now. 7 in Las Vegas and 25 years in the nation's capital.
In Washington, D.C.
Washington,
That's
D.C.
where you started,
Exactly.
really?
That's where I started, yes.
All right. And what prompted you to get into this business in the first place?
Well, actually, I wanted to be independent, and the job I was doing wasn't okay. It was okay job. I just wanted to do something different and make people happy to begin with. And then I got into the wedding business a few years later, and that was great. Because I started with my very good friend's wedding. That was her very first wedding.
Okay.
She was my guinea pig, I guess, and it turned out to be perfect, and she loved it. So ever since then, that inspired me even more to do more and more, you know, get into details of the flowers, and also, you know, spread the word around.
Very cool. Now, one of the reasons we invited you onto the show is because I saw your beautiful, beautiful flower arrangement at my launch party at the Encore. A couple weeks back, we had a meet and greet for Sophia in Sapphire, and there was an amazing arrangement of orchids. It almost looked like a sailboat of sorts, or some sort of Asian, theme to it.
Exactly.
I was so touched. I had to talk to you guys, and thank you. Number one, but the second one was what a talent to be able to portray something like that and the creativity behind it.
And where did the inspiration for that particular arrangement come from?
Well, we were in the Encore, the Asian theme restaurant, so we thought of maybe an Asian boat, like when they have the old boats, and then we got inspiration from there. My designer, Glenn Chapman, he put a beautiful, beautiful arrangement together, and it was just stunning. And it had orchids, it had roses, it had the floating flowers coming down. It was just a beautiful sight to see.
So Glenn, he's a designer as well at your florist shop, and he's also an artist and designs spaces as well. So it's like all of these aspects come into one. But we will get back to more of that because it's time for our first commercial break. So stay tuned with us.
Everyone in the studio is taking a quick dance break. We'll be back after these brief commercial announcements.
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway.
It's the first dance of the rest of your life. So experience all the joy and capture your unity. These memories will last forever, as pictures and stories passed on by family and friends. You deserve a perfect moment that focuses on the two of you. Give your guests the gift of shared heartbeats. This is your first family story, the first intimate embrace, and the first timeless accomplishment together. You're dancing for each other, so go ahead, take him into your arms. Hi, it's Sophia from Sophia in Sapphire, here with a personal invitation to join me every week for my How to Dance in Real Life Situations beginner class. Begin your journey from nerdy to flirty while you learn how to make dance more than just a one-time thing. Join my How to Dance in Real Life Situations meetup at meetup.com and visit sophiainsapphire.com for more information.
Are you sick and tired of not seeing consistent growth in your business and feel like you're spinning your wheels no matter how hard you keep working? If you're ready to finally do something about it so you can start enjoying your life more, then listen up. My name is William Mears, and I'm the founder of Mears Venture Productions and creator of the popular MVP strategy. And I'm prepared to reveal 3 of my most powerful business acceleration strategies with you when you pick up the phone and call me. Together, we can create that magical growth you've been chasing after. So what are you waiting for? Give me a call, 1-800-411-6472, and let's take your business to a whole new level.
Are you funny? Do you want to be funnier? Want more laughs from your speech, business presentation, or act? I'm Big Magic Al Jensen, and in addition to being a radio show host, I perform my comedy magic act on stages across Las Vegas and cruise ships around the world. I've consulted and coached humorous speech contest winners, stage performers, and business professionals who want to bring more humor to their conversations and presentations. I can do the same for you with my program, Funny Just Got Easier. One-on-one coaching, group classes, and workshops are available. Whether you want to be funnier in front of an audience or just in conversation, Funny Just Got Easier is the simple and quick way to kick up your humor. Check out funnyjustgoteasier.com for more information on personal coaching and workshop dates. That's funnyjustgoteasier.com.
It's the first dance of the rest of your life. So experience all the joy and capture your unity. These memories will last forever, as pictures and stories passed on by family and friends. You deserve a perfect moment that focuses on the two of you. Give your guests the gift of shared heartbeats. This is your first family story, the first intimate embrace, and the first timeless accomplishment together. You're dancing for each other, so go ahead, take him into your arms.
Welcome back to Do You Wanna Dance? Once again, your host, Sophia in Sapphire.
Sophia in Sapphire.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm your hostess, Sophia, and you're listening live to Do You Wanna Dance Radio. Don't forget, you could find us online on sophiainsapphire.com for past episodes and downloads. Also, if you would like to be invited to our very exciting events and weekly meetups, please like us on Facebook, because that is where we invite you to everything that's going on related to dance.
That's where you stay in the loop. You get in the loop and you stay in the loop on how to go from nerdy to flirty.
In the dance world
and
of
for the
Sophia
guys, and for the guys to become a babe magnet.
You like that one.
I love that one. Yeah, Larry, the guy who called in and told us his story about going from nerdy to flirty. He says, now I'm a babe magnet. He says, I don't have any problem at all walking up to and talking to women and getting them to dance. So it has made a huge difference in his life.
Yeah, it's a perspective change.
Yes. Yeah, he has a completely different perspective, a much greater degree of confidence now. So it made a difference in his life. That was fantastic.
Why do you think that is?
Just because dance is transformative. I mean, dance really transformed his life.
Why?
I can't speak for Larry, but I know that before he had a problem with confidence,
right,
going up to and talking to women. And now that he has the confidence that he's learned through taking your dance lessons, he now has no problem going up to and extending his hand and saying, "Would you like to dance?" And that is simply for him, it's breaking the ice. And I mean, he calls it, becoming a babe magnet. But what it really is, in my opinion, is it's the confidence he has now that he can go up and ask someone to dance, and that he won't make a fool of himself when he goes out on the dance floor. So it's really a confidence thing that has turned him from a wallflower to as he puts it, babe magnet.
Yeah, I think it's a factor of the unknown. And sometimes, we have to lead and take the role of being a leader, or follow and take that role. And sometimes it's kind of ambiguous, what's what, what's protocol, especially also with flowers. Who's giving the flowers to who? What does that mean? But you don't know unless you just do it.
Exactly.
But I recommend to just do it.
Exactly. You almost can't go wrong just doing it.
All right. We're welcoming back to the show Robert from Robert's Florist.
Robert Siasi.
Hi, how you doing? I'm back.
So we're talking about, flowers, how special they are. And we're really interested to hear about a very special flower story. I mean, the symbolism behind it. I'm sure in your 30 years of experience of arranging flowers, there must be some gems of stories there.
Absolutely. This is happening back in 1984, early in my flower career. Back then, I was just selling roses, and I had a client of mine who was infatuated with. Actually, she was a dance instructor, and he had his own business, and he would buy her roses all the time, like 50 at a time or so. So anyway, one weekend she goes out of town to visit her parents in a different state in the Rhode Island. This is Washington, D.C., and she flies into Rhode Island visiting her parents, and he was missing her for the weekend. So he came to my shop. He said, "I got the round-trip plane ticket for you. Grab as many roses as you can," and he gave me $1,000 to do this. Round-trip ticket to and from Washington, D.C. to Rhode Island to hand-deliver the roses to her in person. And I did. And it was just, she didn't look in her face when she saw me. She wasn't expecting me at all. When she saw those roses, like 400 roses, this is 1984.
How do you carry 400? That's like 20,000 beads that this one gal wore as a
in a big box.
I can't fathom, 500 roses.
Yes, it was. It was a task. It was all bundled up a certain way so we can carry it into the airplane and unloading it into a big taxi cab and, of course, right to her front door.
Oh, my goodness.
Hand delivering in person. With a special message.
And what was the special message?
Okay, that's the story.
Sealed.
Let's hear the backstory. What happened subsequent to that?
Eventually they got married. They have 2 children now. We still keep in contact with them all the time.
Yeah.
They're great. They're a great, happy family now. This is happening over 30 years ago. Exactly.
So it was a precursor to greater things to come.
Yes, it was.
Awesome.
It was great. I love it.
So, let's talk a little bit about, special events because, we do talk about the first dance. That is something that Sophia and Sapphire does specialize in, teaching a new couple or a newly wedded couple or about to be wedded how to dance together because that is, they're dance partners for the rest of their life. And, the big wedding day is a very important part and flowers are never omitted from a special occasion.
Absolutely. Flowers are a great part of anything, starting the life and to the end of the life. We need flowers. And, of course, the happy occasion we are trying to go by, which is the weddings. And, of course, any wedding is customized. We do anything that the bride likes to do for her wedding, any dream that she has dreamt ever since she was a teenager. And we sit down in one-on-one consultation with the bride to go over every flower detail they might have. And, of course, everything that we pick, we go through, with my Glenn my designer Glenn, to go over every little detail to make sure that they get what they like and enjoy for their wedding.
So is it fair to assume that some brides come to you and say, this is exactly what I want. I want this flower, I want this arrangement, I want this way and that way. And then perhaps some of them come in and say, I really have no idea what I want. Our color scheme is this. What can you do?
Exactly. That's what we're here for. We're here to color coordinate with the whole wedding, and also whatever it takes to make that day special. And we customize every single detail for the color of the style and the presentation of the flowers, right to the very last detail.
So budget, I know, is a big part of putting weddings on today. I mean, weddings can go from just a couple of $1,000s up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Is it fair to assume that that's one of the things that you take into consideration and work with the clients?
Absolutely, yeah. We'd sit down and we go ahead and talk to everyone in private. Of course, we do give them our options, what we can do for them, and of course, every wedding is different, and we just love to have them to enjoy the moment.
Certainly. I certainly appreciate that. Sophia, did you have something you wanted to say?
I'm sure you can't go wrong with flowers just because how beautiful they are, but we do have a caller in, so I want to hear, I think we have a flower story. Welcome to the show. Who's on air?
Hello, Dollface.
Who is this?
It's Bob. You remember me?
Bob, thanks for calling me Dollface. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome, and hello to you too, Sophia.
Oh my gosh, you're too much.
So what's your flower story, your flower question, Bob?
I'll tell you right now, but Magic Al, I wanted to tell you, I did consult a physician, and I think we got the third leg thing under control.
Very good. I'm glad to hear that. We'll talk more about that off air.
So I got a story for the flower guy.
Yeah.
The flower actually helped me meet my soy wife.
Oh,
all right, great. Let's hear it.
Tell us more.
Yeah. So, years ago when I was a dapper younger fellow, about maybe 50 pounds ago or so, I decided to pick up a young lady, and I was running a few minutes early. So what I did is I stopped at a flower store. I got myself a funky little arrangement, and that was the thing that really set it up for success, because I was the only guy in about, 5 or 6 states that actually brought a flower.
I like your terminology there, a funky little arrangement.
It was a funky little arrangement. You figure you could bring roses, but, why not throw some...
Oh, anybody could bring roses. I mean, anybody could order up 500 roses. But not you, Bob.
So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Wow.
Good for you.
So continue on. So once you handed these flowers to her, what was the result?
Well, she said, hang on a minute. She's going to go put them in bleach, and then we'll be off. No, I'm kidding. She put them in water.
I should hope so.
Yes. We had a wonderful time. I saw her a couple of weeks later. She said, you're the only guy that brought me roses and a wonderful arrangement.
Aww.
Funky was the word I used.
Wow.
And now she's your third wife, and the rest, as they say, is history. Is that right?
Secret.
Third ex-wife.
Third ex-wife.
Oh, Bob. Well, thank you so much for calling into the show. We love having you listen in, and really appreciate it. Thank you, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
I listen religiously.
All right. Well, we appreciate that.
All right, guys.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Bob.
Well,
All right.
well.
Great to have Bob call back. We haven't heard from Bob for a little while.
I know. All his stories are so funny.
Yes, indeed. So, Robert, let's talk, he made a comment about religiously. I know that in all the churches that I've been in the past, there's always floral arrangements, and they seem to go and follow the theme of the church year. So what can you tell us about that? Do you supply to...
Oh, yes, we do supply to churches. We do supply to other charities that we do throughout the year. We do have a lot of fundraisers that we raise money for the children's hospitals. We do a lot of good work around the town.
Okay, very good.
Very cool. Well, stick with us. We have to cut into our next commercial break, but stay tuned. Many more stories to come. Enjoy.
to get up and dance while we take a quick break for these commercial messages.
The experience is so special. The Sophia and Sapphire experts are like dance superheroes. They make it fun, easy, and comfortable. They're professional, passionate, and have a playful company culture. No lesson is the same. They break it down, and the experience is tailored to you. The milestones are exciting. Fear and intimidation no more. It's like no other. Fill out the Get Started form and get started with the Sophia and Sapphire Dance Superheroes today.
Hi, it's Sophia from Sophia in Sapphire, here with a personal invitation to join me every week for my How to Dance in Real Life Situations beginner class. Begin your journey from nerdy to flirty while you learn how to make dance more than just a one-time thing. Join my How to Dance in Real Life Situations meetup at meetup.com and visit sophiainsapphire.com for more information.
Are you sick and tired of not seeing consistent growth in your business and feel like you're spinning your wheels no matter how hard you keep working? If you're ready to finally do something about it so you can start enjoying your life more, then listen up. My name is William Mears, and I'm the founder of Mears Venture Productions and creator of the popular MVP strategy. And I'm prepared to reveal 3 of my most powerful business acceleration strategies with you when you pick up the phone and call me. Together, we can create that magical growth you've been chasing after. So what are you waiting for? Give me a call, 1-800-411-6472, and let's take your business to a whole new level.
Are you funny? Do you want to be funnier? Want more laughs from your speech, business presentation, or act? I'm Big Magic Al Jensen, and in addition to being a radio show host, I perform my comedy magic act on stages across Las Vegas and cruise ships around the world. I've consulted and coached humorous speech contest winners, stage performers, and business professionals who want to bring more humor to their conversations and presentations. I can do the same for you with my program, Funny Just Got Easier. One-on-one coaching, group classes, and workshops are available. Whether you want to be funnier in front of an audience or just in conversation, Funny Just Got Easier is the simple and quick way to kick up your humor. Check out funnyjustgoteasier.com for more information on personal coaching and workshop dates. That's funnyjustgoteasier.com.
Hi, I'm Larry Harris from Las Vegas. I want you to know about my experience with Sophia from Sophia in Sapphire. I signed up for her 10-lesson dance challenge to gain confidence, to learn the skills, to look like I knew what I was doing. Sophia made learning how to dance fun and easy. It turned out that by the end of the challenge, I wanted more, so I continued on with more lessons. Since then, I've gained enough confidence to go out into the social scene and even ask strangers to dance. I've made new friends and feel good about myself. The challenge paid off. I finally became a babe magnet. Because after all, everyone knows girls like a guy who can dance. Thanks, Sophia.
Welcome back to Do You Wanna Dance? Once again, your host, Sophia in Sapphire.
Sophia in Sapphire.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm your hostess, Sophia, and you're listening live to Do You Wanna Dance Radio. Don't forget, you can always find us online, sophiainsapphire.com, for past episodes, downloads, and blogs and pictures. Also, if you'd like to be personally invited to our events, it's simple. Just like us on Facebook. Today, we're talking about flowers, the beauty of them, and how they really alter our moods and make us feel special. We have Robert from Robert's Florist with us here in studio. And we also have Magic Al Jensen co-hosting today.
Yes, indeed, Sophia. Thank you so much for letting me come in today.
And we're sharing stories on flowers and interesting events that happen as a result of giving them.
Yes, absolutely. Flowers have an amazing capability to transform people's lives and to influence others' behavior.
So I understand we have yet another caller.
Another caller. Excellent.
Hopefully a flower story. Yes, we have William from Las Vegas Welcome on to the Do You Want to Dance radio show.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. I appreciate it.
Wait, is this William Mears?
You got it. The one, the only.
The one and the only of Mears Venture Productions?
Yes, sir. You got it.
Awesome. You are one of our key sponsors for the Sophia and Sapphire Do You Want to Dance radio show. Thank you so much, William Mears. We appreciate that. We hear your commercials every single week, and your MVP strategy is awesome. I got to tell you, we've had a little chance to talk about that off the air. That is awesome, but we're not here to talk about that today. We're here to hear your flower story. So,
yes.
So, okay, give us your flowery story.
So, first off, really quickly, I got to say I am a huge fan of the show, and that's why I'm sponsoring. Love you guys. And this is a really good story, actually. It comes from my southern heritage. I'm from the South, Birmingham, Alabama, for any of you southern listeners out there.
I heard a little bit of that in your voice.
A little bit, right?
A little bit.
So, I'm accustomed to, even on a first date, which is not really that heard of outside of the South. Getting flowers for a first date. Now, I don't come up with roses or anything, but I always found flowers on a first date to be more of an icebreaker. You know, flowers and a smile goes a long way to warming up to someone that you don't even know just yet. I've used it to actually, find out their favorite type of flower. Maybe I got it completely wrong, but it's the thought that counts, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe their favorite color, right? Oh, I don't like yellow, I like red. Okay, well, next time I'm going red, right? Red flowers.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then also it brings up, conversations of, oh, you're so sweet. And then, of course, I smile like a little kid, and they ask me where I learned that from, and I tell them, well, where I come from, that's what we do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Flowers are a great way. And I have this one memory specifically. My story is I can't remember what they were. They were yellow something, and they were just beautiful. And I had a first date that night, and that was actually here in town, and I grabbed them just because, I wanted to make a good impression and get to know this girl a little better. And it worked really well. It went a long way. She was very thankful for the flowers. And again, like I said, it was a great icebreaker. I think the flowers came up 3 or 4 times that night, matter of fact.
Wow.
And, it made a big difference. Makes a big
Very
difference.
strategic move.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of strategy there, definitely.
Now,
Definitely.
when you started your story, you said, even on a first date. And if I were telling that story, if I were you, I would change that even on a first date. I would change it to especially on a first date.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
I would agree.
My goodness, flowers really set you apart from the herd, don't they?
They do.
I mean,
they really do.
if this young lady, is, let's just use the term, in the market, and if she's dating, seeing, courting, and being courted by many other gentlemen out there, the one or the two who bring her flowers out of the 10 or 15 or 20 that she may have a date with,
Even funky ones.
even if they're funky ones, that's right, is going to set you apart. I mean, that really makes a big difference. And I know we have Robert here from Robert's Florist, and I don't think he's going to argue with me. He's going to say you are absolutely right, huh?
Absolutely right, William. You did the right thing. And also, it's great to know what color and, of course, what kind of flower she likes. That way, that's why we have a great selection in our shop. We're right on Sahara, 5661 West Sahara Avenue. And we are open late. So if anybody, want to come in last minute, they want to grab a bouquet of flowers, we have a great selection. So we can deliver too.
So, Robert, I see that you're open 24 hours a day.
Yes,
that's fantastic. And you make a good point. It can be for a last-minute thing. So if we're having a late date, somebody gets off work late, and we need to swing by at 9 or 10 o'clock in the evening and get some flowers.
And they do.
Or if we have, we as gentlemen sometimes make mistakes and need to say, I'm sorry. at 2 o'clock in the morning, we can swing by, pick up some flowers, and take those along home with us.
Absolutely. Besides that, we can deliver too. We deliver 24 hours a day.
Awesome. Now,
that's a strong point for us because we're about the service, all about providing the best service in the industry, and because of that, we back it up with a great delivery service that we have.
That's awesome. Now, William, do you have any stories where you've used flowers as an I'm sorry?
I did once for my mother. I actually, when I was in the military, ex-military, I missed Mother's Day, and I was in some training, and I couldn't make the call, so I actually had flowers sent to her because I missed it.
And did it work?
Oh, like gangbusters! Are you kidding? I was in like Flint after that.
What color?
Oh, what color? She loves purple.
Oh.
There you go.
She loves purple. I can't even remember what I got. I just said, get a bunch of really nice purple flowers for me, okay? And they were like, sure, we'll hook you up.
So my budget's $1,000. Send my mom something purple and make her love me again, right?
Exactly.
Actually, awesome. Whatever it takes, right?
Yeah, that's true. The pink and purple are the two most popular colors of the ladies
How
prefer.
Interesting.
And guys think this is always red, but it's not always red. It's always pink, purple, or any coral colors like peach or yellow even, and white. So we do carry a variety of colors.
So, Robert, as I'm certainly not an expert, that's why we brought you in today, but I know red signifies generally love.
Yes.
And then white signifies...
It's innocence and purity. That's why we use a lot of those in weddings.
Okay. And what about friendship? It's like, I don't want to bring a big dozen of red roses to a first date and say...
Yellow.
So
She's
yellow.
Right. She's right. Yellow.
Okay, so what's the significance of yellow?
Friendship.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, I want to get things started off in a friendly manner.
Exactly. And then other colors are just beautiful combined colors. You can mix them up. Always, you have a good selection of lilies and roses and everything else to mix them up to make it one beautiful arrangement. And we deliver too.
So, I have a question. Is there a way to go wrong? I mean, I know maybe it's not the right color or if it's not the right flower, but is it possible to give a lady some flowers and her just wince and be like, oh my gosh?
Well, a lot of beautiful ladies love plants. So we have this thing called dish gardens.
Ooh,
what it is
a
sample of different plants, a smaller sample of plants put together in a ceramic or a nice dish. And we have beautiful decoration to go with it. So it's gathering of different kind of sampling smaller plants. They last long. They last forever.
So I like that question. Is there, because if a mistake can be made, Robert, I can make it. All right, yes. In a relationship, I can show up too early. I can show up too late. I can wear the wrong thing. I can drive the wrong car. I can have the wrong music on. I can pick the wrong restaurant. If anything can go wrong, I can do it. But if I'm going out on a first date, and what do I need to stay away from?
Well, it's up to you. You can do, like I said, we can do a mixed bouquet of flowers.
Okay.
Preferably, maybe Gerber daisies are nice. Stargazer lilies or Casablanca lilies are beautiful. And nowadays, calla lilies are even very popular now.
Yeah.
They come in a variety of different colors: purple, pink, white, orange, even burgundy. They're just gorgeous. They just come in a variety of colors.
Now, giving the flowers is one thing, but helping make them last, to make that memory last, is another thing. I don't want them to die, the next morning, because then I'm going to look like a schmuck for bringing her flowers that only lasted 12 hours. So what do you have to say about how we can, preserve that?
We always recommend to, make arrangements of flowers in a vase. That way it holds water, and inside of water, we add preservative. So the preservative prolongs the life of the flower for extra 4 or 5 days. So you have about 10 days to up to 2 weeks to, enjoy the flowers.
And then do you always tell the people about the little trick of cutting the stem underwater? And
cutting them in an angle under the water, and we either add sugar or aspirin to the water.
And what does that do?
That'll prolong the life of the flowers.
Excellent.
And, of course, we always give flower food, little packets of flower food aside.
Now, Robert, we've got to go to our last break here in just another 30 seconds or so, but why don't you tell our listeners where you're located? What's your street address?
Yeah, 5661 West Sahara Avenue. Corner of Lindell and Sahara.
Right behind a pretty popular restaurant?
Yeah, behind a restaurant named Capo's Italian Restaurant.
Very good.
And on West Sahara, where all the car dealerships are.
And where could they find you online?
Online, you can go to RobertsFloristVegas.com.
robertsfloristvegas.com. And your hours are?
24/7. And we answer the phone by calling 702-648-0098. I repeat, 702-648-0098.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today, Robert. We have to segue into our last commercial break. We will be right back after these commercial messages.
Feel free to get up and dance while we take a quick break for these commercial messages.
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway.
Hi, Sophia. It's Roxanne. I just wanted to let you know my husband and I wanted to do a first dance at our wedding, and we found Sophia and Sapphire online. We had a total of 10 lessons in 3 months and put together a routine that was easy for us to learn, tailored to our first song, and that made us look good at our wedding. Our wedding dance specialist from Sophia and Sapphire was amazing, patient, and taught us the dance moves progressively, and in a way that someone with no dance experience, like us, could still learn and make it look great. Scheduling was flexible, and we were able to conveniently meet at a studio located closest to us. Thanks, Sophia.
Are you sick and tired of not seeing consistent growth in your business and feel like you're spinning your wheels no matter how hard you keep working? If you're ready to finally do something about it so you can start enjoying your life more, then listen up. My name is William Mears, and I'm the founder of Mears Venture Productions and creator of the popular MVP strategy. And I'm prepared to reveal 3 of my most powerful business acceleration strategies with you when you pick up the phone and call me. Together, we can create that magical growth you've been chasing after. So what are you waiting for? Give me a call, 1-800-411-6472, and let's take your business to a whole new level.
Hey guys, it's Sophia. Thanks for stopping by and checking us out. Dancing with Sophia in Sapphire is an incredible experience. It's not just something fun and new, but it pushes you to get more out of life, to live as if nothing is stopping you. And that's hard to do when a lot of us have inhibitions. Learning to dance will challenge your mind and expand your horizons. Meanwhile, we promise to break it down for you in totally digestible, bite-sized pieces. Whether you want to become a babe magnet or nourish the cultured side of your mind, body, and soul, dancing will engage all your senses and allow you to experience the abundance of life through its miraculous benefits. Let us assist you in the most thrilling experience ever. Join in and call us now. Don't wait. Don't think. The first step might seem scary, but trust me on this one. Anyone who's ever done it raves about it. Just check out our reviews. Hi, it's Sophia from Sophia in Sapphire, here with a personal invitation to join me every week for my How to Dance in Real Life Situations beginner class. Begin your journey from nerdy to flirty while you learn how to make dance more than just a one-time thing. Join my How to Dance in Real Life Situations meetup at meetup.com and visit sophiainsapphire.com for more information.
Hi, Sophia. This is Anne. And I'm calling because my husband surprised me with dance lessons at Sophia in Sapphire. And we had a marvelous time. I never in a million years thought that I would be able to salsa. I can't believe that Jim was in for it, and we both had so much fun. Since then, we have been going out on dates just so we can salsa, and it's really changed our world. So thanks again, Sophia. We had a lot of fun. You're a very patient teacher, and I can't wait to take the next lesson.
Welcome back to Do You Wanna Dance? Once again, your host, Sophia in Sapphire.
Sophia in Sapphire.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm your hostess, Sophia, and you're listening live to Do You Wanna Dance Radio. Don't forget, you can always find us online, sophiainsapphire.com, for past episodes and downloads.
But what about if anybody wanted to see the show? Is there a way that they could see the show live?
Oh, Al, I am so happy that you brought this up. I actually Ustream. I live stream this show every Wednesday at 4.
So anybody wants to hear it and see it, they can go to Ustream
on Ustream
and watch the show.
So guess what? On Ustream.tv, You could find me under Sophia and Sapphire. And not only is it a live broadcast, but it's recorded. So if you do miss it, you could check it out and watch the video later. But the other ones are more interesting than today.
No. Let's talk a little bit about when we go to commercial break. We have conversations with our guests and board operator here in the studio, and I'm going to encourage everybody to go to the Ustream archive and check out today's show, especially at the 45-minute break.
You know what? I did not realize. I keep forgetting I'm on video, so never mind.
That's awesome.
All right.
That's awesome.
One for the books.
Well, today was everything flowers. We had a ton of cool flower stories. We talked about, the effects of flowers, how they make us feel. Much like, even the first time you ask somebody to dance, even the first date, flowers are a big thing. There's always a way to a woman's heart, and flowers are one of those disarming things that, put a smile on someone's face, and it gives yourself points.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely does. So big thanks to Robert for being, Robert Siasi from Robert's Florist for being on the show with us today. Robert, some great information, some great stories.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Again, visit us on online at robertsfloristvegas.com or visit us our showroom floor on West Sahara, 5661 West Sahara Avenue in Las Vegas. And we're here open to help you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And we were just awarded the 2014 #1 florist in Las Vegas.
That is awesome. It's always great to have a florist that you can rely on, depend on. And I love the idea that you're open 24 hours a day so you can help me out of a jam.
Exactly.
If necessary.
What's cool is that everyone we have on the show has our seal of approval. They are like top rated or #1. They, are bestsellers. Everyone on the show is super quality. So I'm just very grateful to have great guests join us.
That's right, including great call-in guests. Do we still have William on the line with us?
William is still here.
Excellent, William. What do you think of the show today, William?
I love it. It brought back a lot of good memories about how I always got the girl with the flowers.
Well, it doesn't hurt, does it? You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong bringing a girl flowers.
Yeah, flowers and a good smile. That always seems to do wonders.
All right. Well, we want to thank you so much for being on the air with us today, for sharing some of your stories, and for being a sponsor. So, like Sophia says, we only deal with reputable groups, organizations, and people that are of the highest caliber. So you certainly fit that criteria. So thanks for being a part of the show.
Thank you, William, for calling in.
Thanks for taking my call. I appreciate it.
Have a great day.
Come by our shop.
Awesome. All right. So, I think we've been talking good stories here, but I don't know, Al, if you've shared yours. I know right before before the show today, we talked about how flowers could be manipulative. But I think after hearing today's stories, what they are is really just a true, sincere way to show somebody that you care. And I'm so happy to have everyone with us today. Any closing thoughts?
Buy flowers frequently, buy them often, and don't be shy. Take flowers to your loved ones and use them to show that you care.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. Join us next week, Wednesday at 4 p.m., and we'll see you on the air. Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Do You Wanna Dance? Tune in again next week for more interviews, advice, and insight into how you could go from nerdy to flirty and learn how simple it is to turn your dreams into reality. On the Do You Wanna Dance radio show, Wednesdays at 4 p.m. right here on VegasAllNetRadio.com.
Views and opinions expressed on this program were those of the hosts and guests and did not necessarily reflect those of Vegas All Net Radio, its affiliates, or its parent company.